Guys, welcome back to another NFL week game predictions. This is for week 4, the season of 2014-2015. Last week I was around. I got like I was average. I got like half of them right, half of them wrong. A lot of surprise last week. I went kind of on the limb for a couple of them, but this week we have 6 bye week teams, and they are the Cardinals, the Bengals, the Browns, the Broncos, Seahawks, and Rams. 2 AFC North teams, 3 NFC West teams, and 1 AFC West team. And so I'm just starting off with a Thursday night game. We have Giants, Redskins. Redskins played good last week. The defense did not. I felt the defense couldn't stop the Eagles' offense in the second half, which I think caused them to lose, really. But the Redskins' offense have really been playing good this season, except for the first game with RG3. But the last 2 weeks with Kirk Cousins, their offense has been really good, nice. And the Giants finally won their game last week, played good against the Texans. So it's at Washington, so I'm gonna pick Washington here, even though I think the Giants are getting better. I just believe that the Redskins are really just playing really good football right at the moment. I don't think the Redskins are going to make the playoffs right now. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, I can see that they are going to make the playoffs. But right now, there could be like possibly a wild card team, but I don't think they'll make it. So then we have on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we have the Packers-Bears. Interesting game. Usually these teams put up good games. Bears played decent last week against the Jets. Their defense played good, but they could have done a little more on offense-wise. And the Packers just played horrendous last week at Detroit. So I'm going to pick the Bears. It's at the Bears. Packers, I don't know what's wrong with them. Maybe it's because, I don't know, because Eddie Lacy hasn't been playing that good. I knew Eddie, everyone was saying Eddie Lacy was going to have some, big year. I knew he wasn't going to have a big year. So, I just think, I think the Packers were kind of overrated going into this year. And maybe they'll finish 8-8, but right now it doesn't look like they're going to become a playoff team or a winning team this year. So I'm picking Bears. I think it's going to be a close game because these teams usually put up good games. And then the second game we have Bills-Texans. Bills finally had their first loss last week at home against the Chargers, while Texans also had their first loss last week at the Giants. Texans, when they played, they played good throughout this whole year with what they have on offense. They had to play Fitzpatrick at their quarterback position. Not really the best quarterback, but he gets job done sometimes. While the Bills, they just didn't play good last week. But I'm gonna pick the Texans here just because it's at Houston. If it was at Buffalo, I'd pick the Bills, but it's at Houston. Texans want to get the win to move up to 3-1. Lost last week, and the crowd noise is really gonna be a big difference in this one. So I think Houston will come out on top in this game. Then we have Titans-Colts. Titans. Jake Locker, I believe Jake Locker is not the franchise quarterback. He played good first game, but has just played awful the last 2 games. And then we have the Colts who won last week. I believe the Colts will win this game. Titans, the Titans will win if Jake Locker can do good. If Jake Locker doesn't do good, they're gonna lose. If he does good, they win. But if he doesn't, they'll lose. I believe that the Titans are not going to. I believe Jake Locker is not going to do that good. So I believe Colts will win, and it's at Indianapolis as well. And then we have Panthers-Ravens. Panthers, they played decent the first 2 games. Not impressive, not bad, and they played bad last week. Couldn't get anything done on offense. And with them losing Greg Hardy, I believe the Ravens are going to win this game. Ravens coming off 2 big wins. Steelers at home against Steelers and at Browns. Those are 2 big division wins, and even losing Dennis Pitta, you still got Owen Daniels, which is also a really good tight end for what the offense are running with this year. So I believe the Rams are going to win. I believe it's going to be a close game because I believe it's going to be a defense type game. But I believe the Ravens do get the edge by having the better offense. And then we have Lions-Jets. A really interesting matchup here because Lions, they played good in their first game, played bad their second game, and then played good last week. And the game they played bad in was at Carolina. And Jets, they played good at Packers, and then they played decent against the Bears. I believe Jets are going to win this game. Jets, I believe they're going to be a little bit over 500 this year. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but I believe they do have some strong points in their team, and I believe they do have a future with the group they have right now. But I believe the Jets are going to win. I believe they're it's at New York, and I believe they have just a better team right now than the Lions do. And then we have Buccaneers-Steelers. I am picking Steelers here. Buccaneers, I really thought they were going to do good this year. I really did, and they've just been sucking the last 3 weeks. And I believe they're going to lose again. It's at Pittsburgh, crowd noise. Pittsburgh 2-1. I believe that Pittsburgh's just going to walk around here with a win. It's not even going to be close, like 28-10. And then we have Dolphins-Raiders. Really interesting game here. Raiders actually played either good last week or the Patriots were just bad. But I'm picking the Raiders here actually because Dolphins haven't played good since the first game, and the Raiders have shown some promise the last 3 games with their group they have. But I believe they need a bit more talent on their team. But with certain pieces with their team, they do have promise. With Derek Carr, I believe next year he can definitely transition to a full-time starting quarterback. And I believe that the Raiders are going to win this one. Probably be close though. Then we have Jaguars-Chargers. Chargers definitely. Jaguars has been playing horrible this year. Even though, again, they have the same problem as the Raiders do. They do have promise at certain positions. Like Jaguars have promise with Jonathan Cyprien, Blake Bortles. They do have promise certain position-wise, but they don't have the talent all together. And the Chargers, even losing Danny Woodhead for the whole entire year, I do think they're going to get the win here. And then we have Eagles-49ers. I'm big Eagles here. 49ers playing not good this year. I think it's because Kaepernick finally got that big contract, and he's not really playing that well. And I just believe the offense is not that good this year compared to last year. The defense is still decent. It's still good. Still good. I believe the offense is just average to decent, which is really hurting them. While the Eagles have a good offense, runs a fast-paced offense, I think they're just going to do what the Giants did with the 49ers a couple of years ago with Alex Smith at the quarterback position, where they were just able to run all over them. Then we have Falcons-Vikings. I'm picking the Vikings here. With Teddy Bridgewater on the team, they bring a new, actually be able to pass the ball this time because Matt Castle, I believe, shouldn't even got the starting job. Teddy Bridgewater is so better than, in my opinion. And Falcons, they play good at home, but they usually never play good on the road. And I think that's going to be the same story here. I believe it's not going to be like the Bengals game for the Falcons, but I believe it's going to be a close game like 28-20 for the Vikings. I'm picking Vikings to win. Then we have Saints-Cowboys. I'm picking Saints here. Cowboys, even though playing horrible in the first half against the Rams and horrible against the 49ers, they're still 2-1. But the Saints really, I wouldn't say really good last week. I do think they played decent last week. I believe the Saints have just been playing decent this whole year. I think this is the game that against a horrible Cowboys defense and with a quarterback like Drew Brees, I think it's just going to be an offensive blowout for Saints, or it's going to end up being a shootout. Offensive blowout for Saints or a shootout for me, but I'm picking Saints to win. And then we have Patriots-Chiefs. I am picking the Chiefs here. Patriots just been playing not that good this year, and I don't believe they're going to make the I believe they're going to make the playoffs just because of the division they're in, but I don't think they're going to go that far in the playoffs. I think the Chiefs, Even though losing their first 2 games, they did play good last week against the Dolphins. And it's at home, Monday night. I believe they're going to get the win here as well. Probably be a close game, but I'm picking the Chiefs to win. So those are my predictions for NFL Week 4. Leave in the comment box below what your predictions for the weekend are. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Links are in the description box below, like my Facebook page, also in the description box below. Please like and share this video with your friends and family. If you haven't subscribed me, please do it. And that, I'll be guys. Have a good day and goodbye.